morning, y'all. Well, it's day 24 and I'm leaving Roaring Fork Shelter about an hour ago, actually, in the dark. And I'm making my way to Hot Springs, North Carolina. Most everybody on the trail either stops there for resupply or takes a zero themselves just to kind of recuperate. It's the first major town after the Smoky Mountains. And in my case, it's only 27 miles from my house, so my wife's gonna come over and get to see her for the evening. But I'm going right back on trail the next day. I'm not taking a zero. I'm gonna schedule that 5 or 6 days down the line in Irwin, Tennessee. So, yeah. I take a lot of these video shots through the trees so that you can see sunrises or mountain ranges or whatever. And usually by this time of year, this is all greened in. And I heard some commentary the other day when I was home from some of the professors over at Clemson saying that this year the bud break, which is when the actual buds break open and sprout new leaves and flowers and everything, the bud break is 3 weeks late, and that was last week. So now we're at 4 weeks, and they said this is a big anomaly. Over the years with just weather conditions warming each year, they've seen the bud break much earlier, but not this year. All of this cold weather and ice and snow has kept leaves from popping out. And I mean, even today or last night and right now, a while ago, it's 37 degrees. So yeah, we're just right above freezing. Makes for a cold night in a shelter or a tent. But anyway, that's the plan. We're headed to Hot Springs, and I'll talk to you later. So I get a lot of questions about these white blazes on the trees, and those are actually the trail markers. And they're white whether you're going north or south on the Appalachian Trail. It's just a strip of white paint, 2 inches wide by 6 inches high. It's basically painted on trees or sometimes a fence post or even rocks just to kind of keep you on the trail. Above tree line, like way up in New England, they use rock cairns, which you'll see later in my hike. And sometimes you'll have 2 white blazes, one above the other, which signifies you're going to be turning to the left or the right or to go straight because there's another trail coming across. And then you've seen blue blazes, which usually indicates water. And then there's some other more hilarious terms that hikers use about yellow blazing, which means someone is hitchhiking and going down the road instead of actually walking the trail. And there's actually a section in the Shenandoah National Park where you can rent a canoe and row down the Shenandoah River. And that's referred to as aqua blazing. And there's other funny terms like silver blazing, like in the morning when you have to kind of knock down all the spider webs. The first person on the trail is the silver blazer. In case you have to go use the restroom really quickly in the woods, that would be brown blazing. And then there's even a term for people who are speeding up or slowing down because they want to hang out with another male or another female. And that is sometimes referred to as pink blazing. But this is a family channel, so I'm not really going to talk about that. But yeah, those are the blazes, and that's what they mean. Hey y'all. So I made it from Roaring Fork Shelter to Hot Springs today. Beautiful day. And that was my biggest day ever. It was a little over 17 and a half miles. And had to go over Bluff Mountain, which was another 4,200 foot mountain. So it was quite a day. My great wife met me there in Hot Springs and picked me up and brought me home just so I could do laundry and get a nice meal and clean up. It's only 27 miles from here to the AT. And she's going to take me right back in the morning, and I'm going to keep going. But yeah, it was nice to see her and play with the puppies. And it was a really nice day. I did have my worst fall of the day, I should say. I was coming downhill off Bluff Mountain, and there was a lot of leaves on the trail, and my right ankle hit a small rock that was edgeways up, and just kind of twisted my ankle pretty bad enough that I actually fell and kind of face planted. So I'm sore, but no real damage. But it was my first major fall, so not too bad at the 275 mile mark. But yeah, we'll be back on trail tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to do about a 5-day stretch to Irwin, Tennessee, starting tomorrow. So again, thanks for all those great comments and everybody watching, and I appreciate all of it, and I try to get to them as quickly as I can when I have Wi-Fi. So good night, everyone. Thanks again, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.